Okay, we're back. We are back, and from now on, I have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen because if you remember the original game, I don't know what happened in the festival because we never got to the festival, you know, because some shit went down in the first game. So, festival should be fun. So let's go ahead and just get straight into it. No more, enough fooling around. We just quickly fix something over here and we're ready to go. Monica and Sayori have greeted the newcomers and settled them in desks throughout the classroom. Oh wait. Some people are already helping themselves to cupcakes, and I notice Natsuki keeping an eye on them. Meanwhile, Yuri is nervously looking through a pamphlet. I can see her soundlessly mouthing the words to her poem. Where's my towel, bro? My hair is wet. Now that I think about it, I should be getting in some extra practice as well. Before I can do so though, Monica heads back towards us with Sayori in tow. Showtime, everyone. Ah shit, here we go. This is the festival. Let me grab my towel real quick. Hate doing my hair in the morning when it does this. Okay, here we go. Let's do this, guys. Time to get this over with. I can do this. We group up and stand together at the front of the classroom. Monica steps up to the podium and clears her throat, drawing the room's attention to her. Okay, everyone. Welcome to the Literature Club's poetry performance. My name is Monica, as some of you may know. Some girls sitting near the front of the classroom wave at her. And I'm the president of the club. Accompanying me is the vice president, Sayori. Hi, guys. And the rest of our club members, Yuri, Natsuki, and last but certainly not least, Neiman. Hey, they brought me up. Hey! We all wave back at the students with varying degrees of enthusiasm. I hope that you'll all enjoy our poetry and that we'll be able to help contribute to a memorable festival. Literature is amazing in its ability to connect us to the human condition, and we really hope this event will help encourage others to start participating as well. Our club will gladly welcome any new members, from those who just love words and writing as well, to anyone who's simply curious and wants to learn more. After the scheduled performances, we'll be opening up the stage for anyone else who wants to perform, so don't be shy. And now, without further ado, I'll be starting with my poem, The Way They Fly. Sorry, Natsuki, Yuri, and I head off to settle down in the frontmost desk, saving the seat at the end for Monica. She stands there, alone, yet still radiating confidence. After flashing a smile and a wink at us, she begins. Each word is crystal clear and exudes emotion. Somehow her recitation is even better than it was only a few days ago. She must have practiced hard to try to achieve perfection. The classroom is silent at first, drinking in her words. After a few moments, however, some whispering starts up at the back of the classroom. I guess that's inevitable, but it still doesn't make it any less annoying. I exchange a look with Natsuki, who rolls her eyes at the disruptions. Sayori pats my hand and gives me an encouraging smile. She's comforting as always. As Monica's poem progresses, more and more people wander in. Normally this would be a good thing, but they're making a lot of noise. Thankfully, they simmer down once they realize Monica's speaking, but the damage has already been done. As she reaches the end of her poem, the last few words resonating in the classroom. A round of applause fills the room, and Monica beams at everyone, patiently waiting for them to finish. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my poem and that it gave you a flavor of what this club is like. For the newcomers, welcome. We're just in the midst of showing you all of our poems. For the benefit of those who have just joined, she quickly reintroduces everyone. Anyway, up next is Natsuki. Take it away. Natsuki stumbles slightly as she makes her way to the front of the class. I guess the nerves are really getting to her. It doesn't help that someone sniggers, causing her to turn and glare at them. Sayori seems to notice too as she hastens to shoot Natsuki a reassuring smile. Natsuki stands at the front of the classroom with her poem in hand, slight traces of irritation still visible on her face. Anyway, so my poem's called Jump. She takes a deep breath and begins her recital. Just as I was hoping, she's able to inject her trademark bouncy style into the performance, bringing the words to life. She doesn't quite radiate the confidence Monica did, but her unique style shines through, giving the poem a flow and rhythm. While simple, it's effective. Real quick, just wanted to move this forward ever so slightly. Cool. My heart sinks as I start picking up on the newcomers having their own conversations in the back of the room. I'm hit with a surge of anger. How could they be so inconsiderate? It's clear that they aren't paying any attention, and from the pause and change in Natsuki's tone, she's clearly picked up on it as well. Why can't they just save their stupid, selfish conversations for after our performances? Her poem comes to an end, but unlike with Monica's, there's a slight awkward moment of silence. Once again, there's a round of applause, but it's clear the audience's engagement isn't quite as strong. Great performance, Natsuki. I really like the rhythm of that last poem. Aw, shit. Some shit is about to go down. Natsuki forces a smile and makes her way back to her seat. It's clear that she's upset. Anyway, our Vice President Sayori is next to perform. Hi, everyone. I hope you like my poem. She cheerily skips up to the front, poem in hand. As she turns to face us, she looks a little nervous, fidgeting slightly. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It's okay, Sayori. Just remember what we practiced. I've got full faith in you. Yeah, you've got this. This one's called My Meadow. She begins her poem. Her soft voice guides us through the recital, and there's a remarkable contrast between her cheerful inflection and the more bittersweet nature of the words. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice people casually flicking cupcake wrappers onto the floor, along with candy wrappers lying on the tables. Whereas still, the talking is getting louder and more noticeable. Monica looks around at the perpetrators, frowning at them. One of the students let out a loud yawn, making absolutely no effort to hide it. Another student picks up one of the quotes and nudges their friend. They both frown and laugh at the message, and I get the horrible feeling it's more of the mocking kind of laugh. At this point, I'm seeing red. If we weren't in school, I want to punch these inconsiderate pricks right now. I hear that the tone is off in this song. No one should be this rude to Sayori. She's probably the sweetest person I've ever met. I don't like this tone. Despite the now obvious disruptions, she's still trying her best and is making a real effort to continue. To her credit, her performance is still commendable. She manages to work the contrast of her enunciation against the words in her favor. It adds an interesting depth to the poem. I'd love to see more of this side to her. Why did it just restart? She brings the performance to a close, hand shaking slightly. Lovely poem, Sayori. You really brought that one to life. Thank you. Something's off with her voice. It's like how she was on Friday. Monica stands up, turning to address everyone in the room. Just a polite reminder that it would be much appreciated if everyone could give our poet some respect while performing. Monica looks stern while Natsuki looks positively furious. Thank you. Now the stage is all yours, Yuri. Ah, shit. I'm about to get up there and say some bullshit, huh? Yuri's looking terrified at this point. Sayori gives her a reassuring squeeze, and I lean over, whispering into her ear. You got this, Yuri. Just pretend it's only me, Natsuki, Sayori, and Monica. I can't do this, Neiman. Yes, you can. I believe in you. I've seen how passionate you can become when you talk about Portrait of Markov. The tone is fucked on this song. I'm scared. I loved that. I love seeing that side of you. Besides, like you said, this club could be the perfect place for any of these people. We just don't know it yet. She swallows nervously, nodding at my words. Okay, thank you. She rises to her feet, poem clasped firmly to her chest and avoiding eye contact with everyone as she walks up. Her eyes flick up to glance at the classroom while she gets on stage, although she quickly ducks her head back down to look at her poem on the podium. This poem is titled After Image of a Crimson Eye. Here we go. Her voice quivers as she starts, but unlike her recitation a few days ago, the meek and trembling version of Yuri remains well into the poem. Ah, damn. She determinedly forges ahead, but I can tell she's not enjoying it in the slightest. The rest of the classroom, momentarily subdued by Monica's words, soon begins to grow louder again. After a few lines of her poem, they're even more unruly than before. The crinkling of rappers fills the air, and at a few points, Yuri is almost drowned out by others' voices. I catch a few people getting up and leaving the classroom, and by the slight hitch of her voice, it seems that Yuri's seen them as well. Her eyes stay glued to the poem now, and it looks like she's trying her hardest to ignore everyone. One boy quietly wolf whistles at Yuri, causing her to jump and lower her head even more. She's practically shaking like a leaf. This is absolutely disgusting behavior, and I open my mouth to say something. Suddenly, Natsuki stands up, a loud scraping noise from her, pushing away from the desk, drawing the attention of the students. Can you all just shut up? I'm really freaking sick of this. How can you guys be so rude? We're trying our best to show you something amazing here, and you're just going to stomp over our hard work like that? Unbelievable. I can't even understand how people can be this arrogant and just this plain terrible. I didn't want to interrupt you, Yuri, but I can't stand it anymore. You idiots might as well leave if you aren't going to pretend to pay attention. There's complete silence for a beat. Only came for the food anyway. Let's go, guys. Oh, wow, what a dick. Plus, you got green hair. I'm going to beat the shit out of you if I get the chance. Once this boy speaks up and begins to lead his friends away, one by one, more students start to follow them out the door. I thought a panic looked over to Monica, who's holding a strange, stiff expression on her face. Looks like she's struggling to stay calm for everyone. After a few moments, there's barely anyone left. Yuri, meanwhile, quietly begins speaking again, but her voice is barely audible. There's just a stifling silence accompanying her words. When she finishes, a weak smattering of applause sounds from the few who are left. She unsteadily steps down from the stage, a blank look on her face. She won't look at any of us either. I'm worried about her. Okay. Monika's voice cracks as she speaks up. She's still trying her best to see us through this. I don't think any of us could have predicted they would turn out this way. Thank you, Yuri. You did wonderfully. How could you not have seen this coming? High school people are assholes. I want everybody to know that real quick. People in high school, kids in high school, fucking dicks, okay? They don't care about anything. I'm sincerely sorry for all the disruptions and sheer arrogance you had to endure. Those kind of people really are the worst. To those who are left, I want to thank all of you for staying and apologize as well. This is definitely not a normal occurrence for the Literature Club, I assure you. Well, let's finish this off with Neiman then. With a heavy heart, I slowly get up and walk onto the stage. When I get to the podium, I'm appalled by the sight of the classroom. Candy and cupcake wrappers strewn across the floor. Quote cards laid tossed about, with many of the cards now featuring shoe prints over the words. The remnants of goodie bags are left ripped apart on desks. Can we go beat that ass, please? Even the kanji curtains look tangled up and messy. The only students left are the ones who waved to Monika at the beginning. This is what Yuri had to see when reciting her poem. No wonder she didn't want to look up and face these people. Can I really do this now? How were the others able to finish their poems? I look at the clock, only 10:20. Has it really only been 20 minutes? Taking a shaking breath, I begin to speak. Hi everyone. I'd like to take a second to apologize as well, both to those checking out the club today and to those who are already in it. But despite everything that's happened, I can say I'm glad, I'm joyous as I got to meet so many amazing people. I believe that you guys will love it as much as I did too. Anyhow, I hope you all enjoy Acquainted with the Night. I start reading and I'm struck once again by the beauty of the poem. The loneliness and isolation conveyed so accurately. I can relate to a lot of these feelings. I won't be as good as the others at reciting, but I can only hope that I'll be able to do the poem justice. Thoughts of doing both the poet and the club proud strengthened my spirit, and I managed to fight through the depressing mood. The quiet of the classroom suits the lines of the poem well, and my recital seems to fly by rather quickly. Excellent performance, Neiman. What a great way to round off the event. As I step down from the stage, Monika steps up and addresses the room. Thank you all for coming and staying. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Real quick. Gotta close windows and shit. That's it for the scheduled recitations, but you guys are free to stay and hang out if you want. There's an awkward silence for a few moments, then the remaining students start to stand up. Hey Monika. Oh, and you too, Neiman. Shiori. Who is Shiori? Who the hell are you? I didn't know you were in this club. The girl standing before us is actually my homeroom class representative, Shiori. Given that both she and Monika are class reps, they're probably friends. Yeah, I only joined about a week ago, so. I see. Yep. Hey, the way you guys were treated was seriously awful. It's fine. Thanks for staying. Either way, sorry about everything, Monika. I'll check out the club sometime. She gives us a small commiseratory smile, and I'm torn between wondering whether she's pitying us or sympathizing with us. They all start to file out the classroom after a few more goodbyes. Monika keeps a strange smile plastered on her face. Meanwhile, Yuri has her head buried in her arms on the desk. In contrast, Natsuki is staring straight ahead, gritting her teeth, and Sayuri looks down at her desk, picking at a spot on a varnished wood. This could not have gone actually it could have gone worse, but yeah, this was pretty terrible. This was pretty bad. I mean, shit. I don't really know what else to say at this point. To say there's tension in the air would be a massive understatement. I gotta move my fucking shit again. That, because it's actually off. There's silence in the room, made worse by the sense of awkwardness. No one knows what to say. No one expected the festival to end this way, and the impact is hitting us all. So, that could have gone better. My attempt at human falls flat, and I immediately regret speaking. Asuki gives me a dirty look, but Sayuri smiles wanly. Ah, shit. Everybody's bad traits are popping up again. Meanwhile, it looks like Monika's face has finally fallen. I don't understand. Where did we go so wrong, guys? We spent so long preparing for this, and after all our efforts, For the first time, that outgoing confidence Monica always seemed to radiate has snuffed out. She clearly cared a lot about this event, and I feel awful for her. I know, I don't get it either. I thought you guys all did really such a good job as well. The decorations, the recitals. I'm sorry, Monica. Don't worry about it, Neiman. It's not like it's your fault anyway. She smiles weakly at me. Glancing around, I notice that Yuri and Natsuki seem particularly upset, with Yuri looking absolutely dejected, Natsuki steaming mad. This is your fault, Monica. I told you this was a stupid idea. No, this is not the way. None of us were even that comfortable with doing it in the first place. Now look where it's landed us. This is not the move. Excuse me? My fault? You all agreed to do this. Pardon me for thinking that it would actually go well. What's so wrong about that? We only agreed to do it because we felt like you were forcing us. I was really hoping this wouldn't happen. Given everyone's low moods, an argument is the last thing we need. I didn't force anyone, Natsuki. You know how much this club means to me. I was just excited to show what we have for the rest of the school. Yeah, because that was such a good idea, wasn't it? I'm really starting to get sick of your constant sarcasm, you know? Why can't you just try being positive for once in your life? Gee, it's funny you should say that because I'm really starting to get sick of your self-righteous, know-it-all attitude. We told you this was the bad idea, but no. You just had to insist on this, even though no one was happy with it. It was for a reason. Look how much Neiman enjoys it here. Is it really so unreasonable to think we could have found someone else like him? Or is it just too positive for you to even fathom? This is awful. The other students were bad enough, but now Monica and Natsuki are going for each other's throats. Look at how badly everyone was humiliated. How inconsiderate all of those. She struggles for a moment, her anger inhibiting her ability to speak. Those assholes were, to all of us. They didn't give a damn about anything we had to say. What did that one prick say? He was only here for the food? All that hard work, just for what? Nothing. She angrily kicks one of the decks. The loud noise jolts Yuri, who looks up with tears in her eyes. Please, Natsuki, can you calm down? Don't tell me you're taking her side, Yuri. You had to experience the worst of it. I don't get why you're not mad either. Natsuki, there's no point in being angry at Monica. She didn't want this to happen. She had no idea people would react this way. It's bad enough that the students were rude, and I really don't like fighting inside the club itself. Yeah, but if Monica just listened to us when we said we weren't comfortable with the whole idea, this would have never happened. Monica sighs. This is the kind of conflict she generally leaves for Sayori to deal with. But in this case, Sayori looks too distraught to intervene. Look, what you're not understanding is that sometimes you have to take risks. Sure, this didn't go so well, but there was always a chance it would have ended like this and we could have had new members. She turns to me. I mean, you of all people can understand that the best, right, Neiman? You made the choice to come here. Look how much you enjoy it. Oh, don't you try to suck up to him, Monica. Face it, you never listen to us, your club members, or take our opinions into account. Tell me I'm not alone in thinking that, Neiman. Oh, great, now I have to choose a side? I'm not choosing your side, Natsuki. I really don't want to do this. I desperately look at Yuri Sayori, but both look too upset to want to get involved. So I guess that's going to be, I gotta choose Mom. Okay, all right, before we make a decision, I don't see Natsuki's point of view at all. For the simple fact that putting on an event doesn't warrant how people are going to treat others in that event. You know what I'm saying? How people reacted to the event could have gone either way. It either could have been overwhelmingly positive or overwhelmingly negative. But the experience is what we learn from. I can't pick Natsuki because she's just reacting out of anger. She's not thinking clearly. I have to pick Monica. And here's what sucks, is that I know that this is a choice-heavy decision, and I know choosing Monica is going to fuck something up with Natsuki so badly. She already didn't like my poems because I was writing for Yuri. Now if I choose Monica's side, that's really gonna fuck up the Natsuki route. But I can't see her side of view. If I pick Natsuki, I could probably diffuse things. No, I can't even diffuse things because then I'm gonna have a problem with Monica. I gotta pick Monica. Natsuki, you're wrong here. Something tells me this is gonna make me very unpopular with Natsuki. I brace myself for what's going to come next. Natsuki, come on. You know better than I do that Monica loves this club. It's only natural she'd want to share it with the rest of the school. Seriously? You're actually taking her side? I can't believe this. No, it's not like that. I'm not taking her side. It's just what? That's exactly what you're trying to do, Neiman. Don't try and backpedal. Natsuki, that's not what he's trying to say. He's just, oh, of course you're jumping to his aid. Shut up. Monica. Monica looks furious, and for a moment I think Natsuki has finally gone too far. She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, evidently trying to contain her anger. Geez, Natsuki, don't you think that was a little out of order? You didn't have to shout at her. What would you know? You haven't been here for 5 days. Why is everyone making me out to be the bad guy here? Because you are. Remember when Monica said she'd make sure people weren't going to be rude during our performances? Wow, congratulations. She sure did a fantastic job with that. I mean, it's not like anyone wolf whistled at Yuri or anything, was it? Someone forced you were. Her bitter sarcastic tirade continues on, each point worsening the atmosphere. I'm the only one who can see this for what it is. It's just Monica trying to use the club to boost her popularity. Wow. And it sickens me. You think we're all just what? Some sort of pawns for you? Explains why you didn't even consider how reluctant we all were to do this, or why you let everyone just walk all over us. Natsuki, you're just being ridiculous now. Why would I want to hurt all of us? It's not exactly been easy on me either. Natsuki lets out a snort of derision. You? What would you of all people know about life being hard? Monica blinks, looking like she's been slapped. It's easy for you, Monica, with your role as queen of the school, everyone liking you, all that crap. You have such a perfect life and all, never having to defend the interests, never having anyone ridicule you for the things you like. I share classes with those assholes, you know, and you can bet they're all gonna have a lot of fun telling me everyone else about how much a loser we all are. Actually, I'm not a loser at all. I don't give a fuck. Look, look, bro. In real life, high school doesn't work this way, right? The jokes are cool for like a day or two, but then they fall to the wayside. You know why? Because teenagers can't even really pay attention to shit in class. So what makes you think they're gonna pay attention to some fucking festival? I forgot about my school festivals literally the day after they happened. Why? Because they're school festivals, and I don't really care about them. I'm pretty sure, in real life at least, high schoolers won't care about this shit after a day or two. But the game's gonna make it seem like it's gonna be like this for months, so now I can see Natsuki's side, but she's still wrong. And guess what? It's all because of you. I can practically hear the venom dripping from her words at this point. It's absolutely horrible. Yeah, Natsuki, she's probably gotta go. Face it. Sorry would be a better president than you could ever be. Fuck. And the music cut out too. I don't like that. And with that, a sickening silence falls onto the room once more. But this time, it's a million times worse. Natsuki, that was fucked. The fire in Natsuki's eyes is blazing, and quiet sobs can be heard from Yuri. Sari's miserably hugging herself, looking completely lost for words. Monica is wearing a stony expression on her face, looking both enraged and heartbroken. The whole club waits for her reply to the bombshell Natsuki just dropped on her. But without a word, Monica turns on her heel and walks out of the door, the impact of Natsuki's words hanging in the air behind her. That was fucked. No one knows what to say. For a few moments, the heavy silence remains. We all exchange looks. Yuri is meekly wiping her eyes on her sleeve, and Sayori is standing around awkwardly. Natsuki, on the other hand, is refusing to meet anyone's gaze. She looks like she's regretting her words a little bit. You should. That was fucked. Guys, please, can we make sure that never happens again? It was awful. That was horrible to experience, to say the least. Without Monica to restore the order and keep things going, the club suddenly feels very aimless and disorganized. Natsuki, I know you're angry, but can you please find Monica and apologize? But, please, I know you're feeling a bit guilty over what you said. After all, you were a bit mean. Natsuki grumbles something under her breath. Nah, it's okay. I'll go and find Monica. No offense, Natsuki, but I don't think she'd particularly want to see you right now. I wince as the words leave my mouth. There's probably a more diplomatic way of saying it. Natsuki glares at me. Fine. As I turn to leave, I silently motion to Yuri and Sayori to try to talk to Natsuki. Sayori nods and Yuri nervously swallows. I gotta go find Monica. Now, where would Monica go? She would probably want somewhere quiet where she could be by herself, right? Which rules out the classrooms, the courtyards, and the cafeteria. The only two places coming to mind are the girls' toilets or the roof. The rooftop. Well, I'm hoping it is the girls' toilets. I'll make my way over to the staircase that leads up to the top, thinking about how this conversation is going to go. Will she even want to talk to me? She didn't even say anything as she left. Was she that upset? Although, given what Natsuki said, I really wouldn't blame Monica. Guess there's only one way to find out. There's a door at the top of the stairs, which opens out to the rooftop. Bracing myself, I put my hand on the cool steel door handle and push the door open. Man, the view up here is really something. I shiver as the wind cuts through my blazer. It's a cold and desolate place, a fitting setting for what just happened. I look around, and there she is, leaning slightly over the barriers at the edge of the rooftop, her face turned away from me. Not a peep sounds from her, not even when the wind slams the door behind me close. Monica? No answer. I slowly approach her, making as little noise as possible in some logical attempt to not scare her away. You, look pretty upset, so I thought I'd come find you. I trail off, mentally berating myself at how weak that must have sounded. She stays completely still as I sidle up to her face, leaning on the railing so I could see her face. I don't know what I expected, but her expression is oddly calm. Monica? Beautiful view, isn't it? Yeah, you could say that. Is that the reason you came up here? It's part of it. On days like this, the wind and the eternally stretching blue sky make me feel like I can go anywhere. It feels freeing. There's something comforting in the possibility of getting swallowed up by that blue. Being able to simultaneously take control and lose control. Monica, well, I know that you're obviously not okay, but I'm not asking if you're okay to know if you're okay. I'm going to ask if you're okay so you can choose to talk to me about whatever if you want to give you an opportunity to open up. So, are you okay? A thin smile appears on her face. Progress? That's sweet of you, Neiman. To be honest, I didn't expect you to have any tact at all. Me neither. Did you expect I'd be crying up here? Contemplating suicide or something? Don't worry, I wouldn't do it just because of the festival. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to cry it out. You know, I actually thought I would cry first. But maybe I'm all cried out. I guess I've come to terms with all the things that Natsuki said already. She says such weighty words so casually. What Natsuki said wasn't true, Monica. I think that you're a fantastic president. I hasten to try to give less empty words after she arches an eyebrow at me. And I'm not just saying that to cheer you up either. Remember what I said to you before the festival, during your little pep talk? She faintly nods. Well, I'm going to reiterate it anyway because it's important you are aware of how much I mean it. Thank you for everything. This is a screenshot. I need this. Thanks. You took me in when I really needed it. Remember how I said earlier that I've been feeling lonely? She nods again. Well, that's how things have been for me recently. I haven't seen much of my parents lately, and most of my days I'd spend alone. All that changed when I joined your club. You were all so friendly and welcoming. Not once did you ever turn me away because I wasn't a poet. I mean, between you and me, I know my poems weren't the greatest, huh? You have a lot of potential, Neiman. I did like your poems. Well, I'm glad you think so, but anyway, that's beside the point. You accepted me for who I was and was always willing to help me. And more importantly, you created something that 3 other girls hold dear to their hearts. Definitely the sign of a good president, if you ask me. Monica looks down for a moment as if composing herself, and then meets my eyes with a smile. Thank you, Neiman. It really means a lot. Like I said earlier, hearing all this from a newcomer really does make you believe I've hit the goals I've set for myself. All I wanted to do was create a little haven that people could call home, no matter their writing ability. We'll take it for someone who joined only a few days ago then. You've definitely succeeded. Also, had you not made this club, I would have never gotten to meet Yuri Natsuki or been able to hang out with Sayori again. Nor would I have gotten to get to know you better either, and that would have been a real shame, huh? I playfully nudge her, receiving a nudge back. This past week has probably been the happiest I've ever been in a long, long time. And that is all thanks to you. We share a smile, one that I'm now sure is completely genuine on Monica's part. I don't really know what to say. It's okay, seriously, I just wanted you to know how I felt. Anyway, Natsuki was a bit out of order with her words, but honestly I don't think she meant it. I guess tensions were just really running high. And you know better than I do how fiery she can be. Yeah, I know she was really upset, but hearing those words, it hit pretty deep, you know? I tried telling myself not to take her words to heart because I knew she was just upset. But it was that line about Sayori being a better president. I don't know why it got into my skin so much. It was just spite, Monica. People say awful things that they don't mean when they're upset. Sayori and Yuri are talking to her now, and I get the feeling she wants to apologize, but just doesn't know how to. Well, that's definitely something Natsuki needs to work on. By the way, thank you for making the effort to find me. It really means a lot. I'm suddenly struck by the situation I am. Here I am, alone with one of the most attractive, popular girls of the year, having a heart-to-heart. Probably a situation most of other guys in the school would kill to be in. My face heats up a little as I process the heartfelt, rather vulnerable scene we're both in. You're welcome, Monica. Nothing to thank me for. I sheepishly scratch the back of my neck. We should go and find the others, though. Don't want them to worry or anything. We stand up and make our way back to the door. I hope so. It wasn't exactly nice to be told you have a perfect life and you've never experienced any difficulties. As we make our way back to the club, I just hope Sayori and Yuri were able to talk some sense to Natsuki. The last thing we need is another argument. She's silent as we wordlessly make our way back to the classroom. We finally arrive. I squeeze her shoulder as she takes a deep breath and walks in. Ah, they're back. Yuri and Sayori hurry over to us, looking worriedly at Monica. Meanwhile, Natsuki remains standing off to the side by herself, arms folded. Hey guys, I'm alright. Really. Taking some time outside helped clear my head and I'm feeling a lot better now. Not to mention, Nemo was a real help too. Hey, you see it. You see it. We out here. We out here. Hey. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. I'm relieved. It was a frightening prospect to consider losing our club president. Yeah, now that everyone's calmed down, we can talk things out. Maybe you want to clean the classroom first? We might want to clean that first. Natsuki, why don't you come join us? Fine. She drags her feet and she makes her way over to us. I notice Monica fidgeting with the hem of her skirt and smile reassuringly at her. Okay, so I'm here. Natsuki eyes dart up to meet Monica's for just a second. So, there's an awkward silence as Natsuki voice trails away. Sayori raises her eyebrows at her, causing the smaller girl to return with a glare. I think what Natsuki means to say is that she just said all those things in the heat of the moment. A crime of passion, as it were. Hey, geez, I can speak for myself, okay? She says that, but alright, I'm just gonna get this over with. What I wanted to say was that I didn't mean it when I said you were a bad president. I mean, I guess it's pretty clear that you care a lot about the club. Sayori nods vigorously at her, egging her on. Let's go. It's just that those jerks pissed me off so much that I blurted out random things and needed to vent. Well, I won't lie. It does seem like you always get special. Shut up. Because you're so popular, Monica. Shut up. But then again, I wouldn't know what you have to go through. You're on a totally different level from the rest of us. Shut up. Just Natsuki. Anyway, that's all I guess. I've always seen you as a friend, and I hope you'll still be able to see me as one too. There you go. There's tension in the air once again as we anxiously wait for Monica's response. Monica, don't say anything stupid, please. Natsuki shifts back and forth on her feet, looking like she almost wants to run away from the scene. Thank you for saying that. I'm not going to lie either. Your comment doubting my presidency hurt. It's definitely not true, though. You're a great president, Monica. Sorry for the win. I love you. Yeah, you brought us all together. Without you, we wouldn't have become friends. And I wouldn't have been introduced to the world of poetry. I agree. It's an amazing feeling to be able to talk to like-minded individuals. Yeah, as far as presidents go, we could definitely do worse. And so what if you nudge us into the festival? I guess it's only normal for the president of all people to want the club to grow. Thanks, guys. I guess that after all that, I have no choice but to accept Natsuki's apology, huh? I mean, it'd be really great if you could. That's certainly an understatement. We all turn to look at Yuri, surprised at the glimpse of a humorous side to her. Oh, did I say something strange? Oh, Yuri, you're so funny. Huh? I let out a breath I'd been subconsciously holding. It seems like everything's turned out well in the end. Or at least as well as they can, given the circumstances. Okay, everyone. And with that catchphrase, everything seems alright in the world once again. I totally forgot to mention this, but we still need to clean everything up. I'm sure that with all of us working together, though, it won't take that long to do. I'm assuming everyone's just going to skip the festival and go home after this. I'm pretty tired after all the stuff that just happened. As am I. Same here. I wish I could leave too, but I have a shift in my class cafe after this. It's alright though. Everyone get moving then so you can all go home. Everyone starts cleaning up the room, myself included. Yuri and Natsuki start packing up the essential oil setup and cupcake trays, respectively. Meanwhile, Sayori, Monica, and I pick up everything left on the ground and desks. It's like we were erasing all trace that the festival ever happened in here. Although, can't help but think that there's still lingering tension in the air despite Monica's cheery expression. I have a feeling that Monica might just be putting the club before herself in this case. but the only thing I can do now is hope everyone will feel better tomorrow. It'd be pretty nice to get home from school early for a change and be able to relax. Although now that I think about it, I really only have anime and video games to look forward to. I guess that everything that happens today is going to be plaguing my mind tonight. Okay, yeah, that went bad. This is still cute, but that went bad. Morning already? I groaned as I fumbled before the alarm clock. Man, I just feel like sinking into the depth of my bed. Is it natural to feel this tired after waking up? What's the time anyway? 10:30 a.m. Holy crap, I've already pretty much missed the first 2 classes. Should I even go to school today or just cut my losses and skip? A fierce battle rages within my mind as I lay there. But after a beat, I leap out of bed and begin throwing on my uniform. I don't even want to go to school, but I strangely feel compelled to stick to my everyday routine. Guess mom really trained me well. No time to eat breakfast today. To be honest, I'm usually too lazy to cook anything anyway. It's 10:39 a.m. now. I'm making good time. Hang on, it's Saturday. As that realization hits me, all the nervous tension drains out of my body, leaving me slouched over and exhausted. Now that I'm already out of bed, I might as well do something productive today. Although I'd have to get changed to my normal clothes first, so I was just rushing for no reason. What the fuck is wrong with me? At least there's no school to get through today, although unfortunately the literature club is still feeling the effects of the festival. Thankfully, the awkward atmosphere is only subtle, but even I, a newbie, can see that everyone's been treading on eggshells. I really do hope that things can eventually get back to normal, but at this rate, I could easily see everyone drifting apart. That's a fourth wall break. I think we're about to really get into the story now. Monica hasn't spoken to me about things yet either. I meant to talk to her about the festival argument the day after, but I just couldn't figure out a way to confront her about it. It's probably just me being too reluctant to bring things up, but I never really found the right time to talk. I should get out of the house for once and stop thinking about these things. It'll be a nice change of pace from staying on my computer all day. Gotta get rid of that pasty pale complexion. Haha. At least the weather isn't bad today. It's a regular sunny day. Not too hot and not too cold. It's just me, my bag, and come to think of it, I don't even know where I'm heading to. But if I want to be productive today, the library is probably my best bet. The closest one also happens to be near school, so I might even see some people I know there. Hopefully I can get some work done, but knowing me, I'll most likely procrastinate anyway. Oh, we at the library. The refreshingly cool air sends shivers up my spine as I step inside. Seems to be a bit of a slow day for the librarians. Well, most people are probably out enjoying the sunny day instead of wasting away indoors. I shrugged to myself. Knowledge is power, right? While everyone else spent their days frolicking outside, I studied the books. To be honest though, I haven't studied for the exams yet at all. Every time I try, my mind wanders back to the festival. Coming here was the right choice. If I was trying to work at home like usual, I'd just get in a back mood and slack off again. Hell, I can't help but think about it now. I wonder how everyone else is doing. Maybe I'll try to ask about it again during the next club meeting. As I scan the empty tables for the optimal seating, I spot a familiar white ribbon perched atop a ponytail. I'd have expected that Monica would be out with her friends, but then again, she is an honor student. Oh, hey Monica, what the fuck is that? Bro, that outfit is some trash. I'm sorry. Why are you wearing a damn near trench coat? Hello, Neiman. She smiles and is polite as ever, but it doesn't seem like she's very talkative at the moment. Didn't expect to see you at the library. Well, I had to study, but didn't think I'd be able to get anything done at home. Oh, is that so? I may not be the most observant guy around, but she seems like she wants to be alone. Way to go, me. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye. But that couldn't have gone much worse. It's like talking to a brick wall. To be honest, I'm not sure if she's actually being frosty or if I'm just overthinking it. Although she might just be busy studying right now, in which case I probably shouldn't bother her anymore. Suddenly, I don't really feel like studying, but since I'm here, maybe I should do some reading. Pull out Portrait of Markov out from my bag. I quickly flip to where I left off last night and begin reading. It's really quite a captivating book. For all the novels she reads are like this, I can see why she'd be so absorbed in them all the time. Although maybe she's just rubbing off on me. I'm in the middle of a chapter when I feel a tap on my shoulder. Oh, Neiman, is that you? Looking up from my book, I see Yuri standing over on the other side of the table, as if on cue. She's so cute. A thick dark book is snugly resting under her arm. I'm sorry if I startled you. Suppose I'm just a bit surprised to see you. Give me some credit, Yuri. I can enjoy a good book, too. Oh, I didn't mean to assault you or anything. It's just, I was trying to make things more comfortable with humor, but predictably it fell flat. I should have remembered that Yuri tends to take those sorts of comments more to heart than other people might. Relax, I was just kidding around. I see. Yuri's shoulders visibly relax. Would you remind if I asked what you're reading? Oh, sure, it's actually Portrait of Markov. Yuri's eyes light up at those words. I'm very glad you're liking it. That is, I assume... don't worry, Yuri, it's a really good book. Yuri sighs a little in relief. Then I stand by my first statement, Neiman. Anyway, speaking of books, if you're enjoying Portrait of Markov so much, I'd like to introduce you to other books like that. Yeah, that'd be great. I have full faith in your taste when it comes to books. A small smile plays across Yuri's face. Actually, I just had a thought. I know a wonderful place nearby that we can go to right now if you'd like. Huh? Really? Is it another library or something? I suppose it's related. We'll lead the way. I wasn't doing much here anyway. Thank you for coming along despite the short notice. It's no bother at all, really. Again, I can't help but feel amazed at how much Yuri's taking charge. It's really quite nice seeing her break out of her shell a little bit. She does have an air of mystery around her still, but I guess I'll start learning a bit more about her as each day passes. The two of us start heading away from the library. So, where are we headed, Yuri? I intended for it to be a surprise. Do you not like surprises? If so, you have my deepest apologies. Nah, it's fine. I'm just curious is all. This is like some sort of adventure, huh? Well, I suppose if that's how your imagination wants to interpret it, I'd be inclined to agree. Even though I'm currently with Yuri, the situation reminds me of the times I used to spend with Sayori back when we were kids. Always running around the neighborhood, acting like we were on some grand adventure. Sayori. I haven't spoken to her since the festival fiasco. Maybe it would be a good idea to... Neiman, is everything alright? You seem to have spaced out a bit. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about things. I see. Well, we're almost there. Just a little bit further to go. Continuing onwards, we pass through some trees until we come to a small clearing. Oh, wow. Before us is an amazing sparkling lake. Gentle waves dance delicately across the surface, carried on by the soft wind. Is this a date? Isn't it wonderful? It's lovely. I've always liked this pond. Oh, you've been here before then? With Sayori's. Years and years ago, that is. I see. Well, Neiman, I don't know about you, but I find that this place is the perfect place to come when I need a bit of space to myself. Oh, do you come here often then? Not as often as I did when I was younger. For a split second, a pained expression crosses Yuri's face. Some days where, she shakes her head. Anyway, perhaps I can give this to you? Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a moderately sized book. Here, I think you'll enjoy this one. Yuri, you didn't have to go out of your way with me for this. It's okay. I've read this one so many times it could do with a new owner. Besides, the best thing about a story is how it can be shared. No matter who reads it, you're never going to find two people with the exact same opinion. And, well, Yuri nervously plays with her hair. After you've been so kind to me, I want to do something nice for you too. I see. Well, thank you very much. I'll definitely give this a read and let you know what I think. I turn over the book in my hands. The cover is hard and glossy, the pages showing small signs of wear. I guess Yuri wasn't lying, she must have read this book at least 50 times. I wonder what makes this story so important. As I turn back towards her, I notice how intently she's staring at the lake's gentle surface. When was the first time you came here? She looks over at me quizzically. You said this place was special to you, right? I want to know why you feel that way. Right. She sighs. I lean on the wooden guardrail. This is sad music. What's going on? I quietly stand by her side. Well, I suppose one day, when I was younger, things were particularly hard. You ever have those days, Eamon, where nothing seems like it can be good again? It's pretty dark, isn't it? So something about this place makes you feel better. Not quite. I just came here one day. I'm not absolutely certain how I found this place, but I remember running a lot. Before I knew it, I was out here. In the sea of chaos, things felt serene. However briefly they might have. Everyone needs a place they can call their own. Somewhere they can decompress without worrying whether or not someone will intrude on them. And here's that place for you? Yuri nods. It's peaceful here. Sound of the water playfully lapping at the shoreline, the plush grass below, the nurturing trees above, providing a loving shelter to embrace me in the midst of the elements. It's the kind of thing I really miss. Have you shown this place to anyone else besides me, like your parents? Yuri pauses, staring in front of her at nothing in particular. I might have. This is the kind of place my father would have enjoyed. He used to do watercolors in his spare time, you see. Does he not do it anymore? Yuri doesn't respond. Oh, her dad is dead. Maybe you can bring him down here sometime. It might give him that bit of inspiration he needs to get going again. That's a good idea, Neiman. I'll have to do that. Hopefully he enjoys as much as I am right now. This place really is incredible. Yuri smiles softly. I'm glad. Maybe sometime we can come by again. Yeah, we can bring like a break in and have a bit of a picnic. That sounds nice. I'll hold you to that. Yuri giggles. I look forward to it. I feel my face flush at the idea. A picnic with Yuri. There's something so playful about that. I chuckle to myself at the image in my head. Yeah, that would be nice. The two of us continue to pass the time looking over the lake. I'm surprised at how content I am to just sit here with Yuri. Normally I'd want to do something a bit more exciting, but right now I'm perfectly fine with this calmness. However, Yuri begins to shift uncomfortably. Yuri, is everything okay? She jumps, apparently not expecting that. Yes, I am. It's just something I need to do that I just remembered. She quickly gets up, nervously picking at the cuff of her sleeve. I'm sorry to leave on short notice. Please don't think ill of me. Yuri? Huh? I stand up to meet her eye level. You've really got to work on your self-confidence. You apologize for a lot of things that aren't even your fault. It must be so difficult having that go through your head all the time. Yuri looks around her, unsure of how to respond. You're really too kind, Neiman. I mean it. You're a wonderful person, Yuri. Yuri blushes slightly. Well, shall we head back now? Only if you'll promise you'll be a bit kinder to yourself, okay? I'll try. Thank you for coming to see the lake with me today, Neiman. Thanks for inviting me. I had a lot of fun today. I'll see you on Monday, okay? Yes, see you then, Neiman. Let me know what you think of that book. It's very dear to me. Of course. Take care. With a polite wave, Yuri walks away. I'm happy I got to spend some time with her, but I hope she's doing okay. I feel like there's something she's not telling me. I'm probably just overthinking things again. Maybe I should just crack open the book Yuri gave me. Okay, we're doing another skip. Is there a way for me to get Yuri to stop cutting herself? Because I feel like she's cutting herself. Act 2. I'm in this twisted plot I was destined for. I'm an astronaut on the ocean floor. Act 2, alone together. Oh man, the box changed. It's another Monday. Letting out a loud yawn, I drag myself through the morning routine. Maybe staying up to read wasn't my best idea. Now that I think about it, I actually can't remember the last time I stayed up to read something other than manga. Yuri must be rubbing off on me. Lately, I've been eating breakfast more out of force of habit than anything. And anyhow, the pantry and fridge are starting to look like Saori's stomach. Empty. Maybe I can ask Yuri to go shopping with me. That'd be nice. Finish my food quickly and make my way out of the house. After a moment, Saori walks up to me. Hi, Neiman. She's bouncing up and down on the balls of her feet. Hey, Saori, what's up? I'm just happy to get back into the swing of things. What is Natsuki bringing in more cupcakes? Ooh, I'd like her to. But I'm not sure about that given everything that happened. I don't know, I'm just glad to get back into a normal routine without all the hullabaloo of the festival, I mean. This new text box is actually kind of throwing me off because it's dark. I don't like that. What's so funny now? Hullabaloo is such a weird word. You're a weirdo, sorry. Nuh-uh, you're one to talk. And so the pot calls the kettle black. We eventually arrive at school and head off to our respective classes. Saori is sending me off by sticking her tongue out at me. As I approach my classroom, my train of thought takes a sharp turn as Sakurai smiles at me. It looks like he's only just arrived himself. Morning, sir. Ah, Neiman, how are you doing? I still don't know who this is. I know he's my teacher, but hey. Very excited, of course. Learning about my favorite subject with my favorite teacher. I'm going to tactically interpret that as non-sarcastic. I laugh as we enter the classroom together. As Sakurai opens his mouth to begin the lesson, some fast footsteps stop right outside the room. Ah, Emmy, how nice of you to join us. He raises his eyebrows at her, a mischievous glint in his eyes. Cutting it rather fine, aren't we? I'm beginning to think you'd rather be out in the field than come to one of my fascinating lectures. Sorry, sir. She starts bowing slightly, her cheeks red. I lost track of time and rushed over as soon as I could realize it. Don't worry, I'd much rather be here. She walks over to her desk quickly as Sakurai begins class. Whew, that's everything done for today. As my last class ends, I let my feet steer me towards the club. Walking down the corridor, I absent-mindedly peer into the empty classrooms passing by. A couple of students chat to the teacher in one classroom, while a ring of Flynns laugh together in another. Huh, it looked fun to be around. Wait, isn't that the green-haired guy for the festival? Yeah, hard pass. It must suck to be someone in that class. Fortunately, all the club members are in different classes. Speaking of which, that's Yuri coming up now. And Yuri's in there. Should I ask her to walk with me to the club? Well, no harm in trying. Hey, Yuri. That was a straight, albeit cute sound she just made. Neiman. Sorry for my outburst. I was just surprised. You're good. What are you still doing in class? Everyone's gone by now, so she's the last one here. About that. She motions towards a stack of textbooks on her desk. I was the last one out of the classroom when my teacher asked me to deliver these to the student council room. She hefts them up in her arms as she speaks, hugging them to her chest. I suppose I could get on that now. Could you let the others know while I'll be late? Hold on, I can help you with that if you want. No, I can handle it. I can't ask you to take on responsibilities for me. Yuri, this isn't a super serious request. It's no sweat for me, really. It's really alright. I feel bad if I couldn't do this even... I'd feel bad if I couldn't do even this myself. Fuck, I cannot read. These videos go on for such a while. But they look pretty heavy, you know? They're really not, so you don't have to worry about it. Additionally, the student council room is rather close by, so I'm guessing that she just doesn't want to bother me over this. After all, those textbooks can't be that light. Should I just take her word for it or go ahead and help her? Boy, what the fuck? Help her? What are you talking about? On an impulse, I reached out to take a stack of books from Yuri. Neiman, it's seriously fine. I'm happy to help you out this way. But it's no bother, Yuri. In fact, I insist on carrying this stuff for you. Besides, I can't let a girl do all the dirty work, right? I don't see what my being a girl has to do with anything. Well, you know, shoot. Looks like that was the wrong thing to say. What I meant was you're my friend, so... Want to get going then? Neiman, I told you that I could do it myself. I wasn't trying to be coy or anything. I guess she really did want to carry it herself. Damn, it's too late to take that back, though. Hey, you know what? How about next time I need some help, I'll call you up, alright? That way we're even. I suppose so. We set off down the hall, and soon enough, we were just about in front of the student council room. I'll wait for you outside, alright? Alright, it shouldn't take very long anyway. As she turns to take the textbook from me, her ankle happens to twist beneath her. Almost as if slow motion, Yuri tumbles to the ground, landing an ungapingly heap on the floor. What the fuck just happened? A redness blossomed in her cheek that's only hastened by the giggling and staring of bystanders passing by. Here, need any help? I reach down to offer my hand, but she springs to her feet without taking it, avoiding my eyes by staring down to straightening her skirt. You're not hurt, are you? No, it's fine. Here, I can take the books now. With the books back in Yuri's arms, we all could be standing together without saying anything for a few moments. Wait here for a moment, please. She quickly shovels into the room in front of us, re-emerging a minute later. Want to get going now? Yuri nods in affirmation, opening her mouth to speak. However, she's interrupted by giggling from a couple of girls standing nearby. They were there when Yuri tripped. Don't tell me they're laughing at her. Judging by Yuri's expression, it looks like that's the conclusion she's drawn. She buries her face in her hands. I can only imagine how red her face is. I can't believe Hey, Yuri. It's okay, really. No one's gonna care or remember what happened in a few minutes. Well, those girls giggling aren't helping my argument, but what else am I supposed to say? Come on, let's just leave them and get over to the club. You can distract yourself with books there. With a sigh, Yuri drops her hands from her face. She doesn't say anything, instead opting to shoot me a miserable look. Let's go. You'll feel better when you're back with the others. After a few moments later, we arrive in front of her club room. So, how are you doing? How's your ankle? However, she elects to enter the club room instead of answering me. Following Yuri into the club room, I call out her name. Yuri! Trouble in paradise? Sorry, is something wrong? Hey guys, sorry, I just really need to talk to Yuri right now. Yuri, can we talk outside? Alright. I quickly shuffle Yuri out of the room while attempting an apologetic face at the others. I'll just be borrowing Yuri for a little bit, guys. Carry on with whatever you were doing. Yuri, sorry, but did I upset you? Huh? What do you mean? Well, you didn't answer me when I asked you a question before. Oh, I must not have heard you. Really? I can't tell if she's simply making an excuse or not. Sorry, I just don't particularly feel like talking right now. Yu turns her face away from me, a sheet of silky hair blocking her from view. Suffice to say, I'm feeling rather off balance right now. You don't have to tell me about it if you don't want to. But just know that I always provide you a listening ear. Thank you. Sorry about assuming things when I took the books off your hands. I just really wanted to help you. No need to apologize, Neiman. There's really no logical reason for me to be upset over it. She sighs deeply, closing her eyes. I don't know why I feel the way I feel. Is it strange to say I don't understand myself? No, I don't think it's strange at all. I think that a lot of people could relate to that feeling, including myself. It probably takes a lot of emotional intelligence to truly articulate why you don't feel so hot. But please, don't be afraid to contact me if you ever need help. For that matter, don't be afraid to contact any of the other girls as well. I'm sure they'd pick up the phone pretty fast. I think you mean quickly. Never mind. Well, I'm glad to have your support, Neiman. Yeah, of course. Would you like to head back inside now? The others must be wondering what we're doing out here. Alright, we don't want to keep them waiting too long, I guess. Monica arches and eyebrows me as I head back inside, Yuri trailing along behind me. Had a pleasant conversation then? Sure, pleasant enough. Jeez, next time you spend half the club standing around outside and forcing an actually integral member of the club to do the same. Just don't bother to come. Jesus! Integral member? I mean, it's not like I meant anything special by that. It just meant that you're one of the big four, like the original members. Wow, she's cutting me. That's fake as fuck. So yeah, don't look so deeply into it. Natsuki asking Yuri not to analyze words is like asking me not to eat. You know, it's not saying much if you're part of the big four when there are only 5 members in the club. You know what I mean. It's like Natsuki's fonder of Yuri than she lets on. Hey, stop ganging up on me. Oh, it's good to be back. This is so cute. I love looking at this. I don't know why I enjoyed this so much. Today, Yuri and I are going shopping together, and judging by the sunny weather outside, it looks like there's some pathetic fallacy going on. If we're going shopping together, that's going to be for the next video, big dog. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and quit out right there. These videos are usually an hour long, and that I really want to pay attention to. So we're going to end up doing that in the next video, which will be tomorrow. So yeah, if you guys like this video, if you guys like the series so far, make sure to keep showing love down below with the likes and the comments. I see y'all in there. This is fun. This is fun. We are now in Act 2 of Doki Doki Blue Sky. So from here on out, I have no fucking clue what's going on. I don't even have an inkling of what's going on. So yeah, other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say. Y'all take it easy, and as always, we move.